Here we are. We're live. I'm trying something a little different tonight. Don't know why my camera is so doggone huge. Can I adjust my size maybe? Yeah, here we go. That's better. Good evening, everybody. Let me get this shared out on Facebook. Get some folks in here. Go ahead and let me know in the chat where you're at, who's here. Well, we can have a conversation tonight. Followers. Post. All right, we'll see if we can get some folks in here. Got a couple of you watching already. Pota Power's here. Let's see here. There we go. All right, I like this. I can show the comments on the chat. KG4 VET Pota Power on. Welcome in. Greg's in the house. 7th layer of hell. Thank you for demonetizing the video right off the bat. Hey, Greg. So, let's see what's going on tonight. Anything new? I'm only seeing one person in here so far. Let me drop this in the other chat just to go ahead and bring in. Yeah. Greg has not began to demonetize you. Well, the good news is I'm not monetized yet, so that would be a little difficult. 3 people watching. If you're new, just come on in here and let me know in the chat who's here and what you got going on, where you at. Call sign if you got one. Adventures in Blind Videography. I'm really liking this channel. Fantastic. Glad you like it. Glad you like it. That's what I'm trying to do. I aim to please. Julie said she's here also. Hi, Julie. Glad to see you here. You know what? We've talked about live streaming today or before. Y'all want to do it? I don't know if you're in a position to do it, but we could get you on here. We've been wanting to do that for a while. Alpha Juliet 5, Sierra Juliet, Conway, Arkansas. Very good. Welcome in. I got Brad's in the house. KJ5 HND. Welcome in, Brad. Robert's here. KF0DKZ. Welcome in, Robert. And let's see here. What else? Not tonight. Let's set a date. Fair enough. Fair enough. Let's set it. So if you can't tell above my head here, I'm trying StreamYard out tonight. I've not done it with StreamYard before. I've usually used OBS, but I have some folks that are telling me that StreamYard's a good way to go. And so far, I'm very pleased. I'm able to share the chat with y'all very easily. So that makes me happy. We got Robert in, I'm going to try, I might get this wrong, Mount Ayr, Iowa. Fantastic. Fantastic. Glad you're here. So I want to remind everybody that's here, we do have the giveaway. We do have the giveaway ongoing for the 1,000 subscribers, and that giveaway is in progress. So we hit 1,000 subscribers on Wednesday night. So I promised a giveaway, and I've got a QIT 7900 mobile radio. It's a compact mobile radio, VHF and UHF. In order to qualify to win the radio, you must do 2 things. One, you must be subscribed to the YouTube channel, which I'm assuming most of you are subscribed because you're here with me. The other thing that you must do in order to qualify for the radio, you must be a member of the Discord channel. In which, in order to do that, I'm going to put the link in the chat. It's also in the description. the description of the video. So you can go down below and click that link, and that'll take you into Discord. And you're more than welcome to join it. You must be a member of the Discord because I'm going to use Discord to do the drawing and to contact you. So you must be a member of the HamShackTV Discord in order to get on and to get on and get into the contest. Let's go here. There's the Discord link right there. You will see it down in the chat as well. I'll put it back up here in a minute after I hit these other chats. Greg said, and by the way, Craig is K4HSM. He's local to me. He's also my Skywarn boss. I've been watching several podcasts that use StreamYard. There are ways to do super chats and other functions that will help you in the long run. So far, I don't qualify for super chats. That's something I'm looking forward to. I really want to do super chats, but I have to have 3,000 watch hours first, and I'm not anywhere close to 3,000 watch hours. Got plenty of subscribers. I've got enough subscribers for full monetization, but not. You still need a certain amount of watch hours. 3,000 for super chats and channel memberships and things like that, and then 4,000 watch hours for full monetization. So we're still quite a ways off on both of those. Ventures in blind videography. That's too bad because blind folks like me can't use Discord very well at all. That QIT radio sounds awesome. Well, it is. It is. I'm personally not familiar with it. It's a good deal that I found on one, and being a channel that does not have any income just yet, that's something I have to be careful with. I do have something in for the 10,000 subscriber giveaway, which based off of some projections that I'm seeing on some software that I use. Let me just move this over here. That way I'm looking more at the camera instead of way off over on this side. So I've got an idea in mind about the 10,000 giveaway. Now, what we talk about here tonight can't be set in stone, but it's an idea. So we'll talk about that a little later. If you want to, I do need you to be a member of the Discord. So if you can at least get in the Discord, that's enough. You don't have to participate in the Discord. Just try to get into the Discord just as a member of that. Get somebody to help you, and we'll get you in there. Joe, WB9VVH in the house like always. Joe is fantastic. Great guy. He's been very supportive of the channel so far, so I appreciate you being here, Joe. Adventures in Blind Videography again says it's okay. I love what you do, so I'll keep listening. Well, I appreciate that. And Ty Guy 3D, hello to all. Good to see you. I'm assuming that's what GoodC stands for. Hope you're all having a great start to the weekend. Well, it is a fantastic start to the weekend. So happy. So happy that the weekend is here. This weekend's a little low key. I've got a soccer game for Charlotte tomorrow morning, so we'll be attending that. And then I'm hoping to spend most of the weekend with two things. One is helping Charlotte get ready for her technician exam. She is using Ham Radio Prep, in which if you need your license or need an upgrade, Ham Radio Prep's the way to go. If you use my coupon code at checkout, HamShackTV, you get an extra 10% off even the great deal that they're running right now. So I am using her as my guinea pig for Ham Radio Prep. So we'll see how she does. So yeah, use if you need an upgrade or need to get your license, Ham Radio Prep with coupon code HamShackTV for an extra 10% off. Greg is trying to be funny, and he is funny. If you don't like Discord, try that cord. Very good. Very good. Easy Flash says hi, and where are you from? I am in Maryville, Tennessee, which is smack dab in between Knoxville, Tennessee, and the Great Smoky Mountains National Park. Ty Guy 3D says, got my sub and like. I'm pretty new to the ham community. I ordered a G90. Now the question is, what is the best antenna for someone living in an apartment? That's interesting. Let's talk about that. First off, you mentioned the G90. It's funny you bring up the G90 because I'm kind of thinking about that for the 10,000 giveaway, the 10,000 subscriber giveaway. Don't get excited, y'all. That's still a while off. But according to Social Blade, one of the companies that I used for my analytics, Social Blade's saying I might be there before next summer, sometime in the spring of 25. Just the growth rate of this channel has been phenomenal. So we hit 1,000 subscribers a little less than a month into this thing, which is just unbelievable, unreal. As far as a G90 antenna, let's talk about that. First, we'll hit Easy Flash again. Okay, nice, Canada here. Thank you for calling in from, I guess that would be VE land. It says in British Columbia. Is that V? Yeah, that's VE. VK is Australia. VE is Canada, I believe, if I'm not mistaken. Cool. So I have an idea for your antenna. I don't know what your entire setup might be. VE7. Okay, that's close. It's close. But we can certainly look at it. Let me see what I can do here. Again, I'm learning this software, so bear with me. Share screen. And we want to look at screen 2, I guess. Nope. Let's try screen 1. Okay, perfect. Allow. Browser can't access. Stand by, y'all. I'm working on pulling up this screen share here. Screen 1. Allow. Oh, you're going to be a jerk. Stand by, folks. I promise I'm working on it. Promise I'm working on it. Boom. That ought to fix it. Later. Okay, now let's try. Share screen. Screen 1. Allow. There we go. Now we're cooking. All right. So, don't know if you're familiar with Chameleon antenna. So Chameleon's got some really good stealthy antenna options. Hey, Stephen, welcome in. Greg has a good idea here. Let's touch on Greg's idea real quick. Probably would do a mag mount if you have antenna railing outside on the balcony or front porch. Anything you could do to temporarily take up and put down depends on the bands you're working. That's not a bad idea. Steven says, thank you. I'd look at a mag loop. That'd be fine. What I'm thinking is like an end-fed, of some sort that if you're high up, you could just drop off your railing. That would be easy enough. Don't know if it worked great, but it's an idea. Shop here. And I do not have any affiliation with Chameleon. I do have affiliations with several companies. Chameleon is not one of them. Where is it? I'll show you what I have. And you can see that in my antenna setup video. That's earlier. I don't remember when I did it. Where is it? So MCOM 3 is not bad. You can see how that works. I had an MCOM 2, but MCOM 2, this is the one I used to have, the MCOM 2 V2. It does not like FT8 too well. It just doesn't. What I have, where is it? Here's the MCOM 3, the Hybrid Pro. I don't see it. Let's see if I can find it. There it is. I always call it a TP. It's a TD light. This is what I use at home. So if you go in that video, you can look and see how I have it laid out. But it's a tactical dipole. You put one element up here. This will be your radiating element on the very top. And on the bottom, you have your counterpoise. So that's how I have it done. My counterpoise goes to the ground and then goes underground for roughly 30 feet or something like that. Not 30 foot underground, but it's underground for 30 foot. It's only about 5-6 inches below the surface of the ground. So that works pretty good. It's 60 foot of wire on both sides, and it can handle pretty good heat, 70 degrees centigrade to 150 degrees centigrade. So it does pretty well. It's good on 500 watts of single sideband, 250 watts of CW, and 100 watts of high duty cycle digital mode. So that's your FT8. SWR depends on configuration, but generally below 2.5 to 1. So it works great for me. Again, I don't know what your setup is, but you might be able to, if you're like on an elevated surface, you might be able to just take this out and throw it out the window or off the porch or something like that. That would work great. Although, like I say, Greg's recommendation is not bad with doing a mag mount against a mail railing or something like that. Real potable in-fed half-wave antenna. Sure. Steven. Okay, Steven, let me see if I can pull this up here. That's one thing I don't like is I cannot click the link. So let me do this. CHA. What's foreign language? Easy. Love to try to break this down for you. F-loop. Oh, this thing. Okay. Pricey. I'm just going to say it right off the bat. $500. Some of your HF rigs are going to be that or close to that, if not a little more. Ham, no, it's okay. Gotcha. So this isn't bad. Let me look here. So that's its efficiency. Okay, so you attach telescoping mast to the tuning unit, attach coupling loop to telescoping mask, connect radiator loop to tuning antenna, adjust a tuning knob for maximum receiver norage, then minimum SWR. Okay, this is interesting. 3.5 megahertz to 29.7, so you get 80 through 10. Ooh, there's your kicker right there. There's your kicker right there. It only handles 25 watts of single sideband power, 10 watts for CW and digital. I'm going to tell you this right now. Don't even do FT8 on that thing. You can, it may say that it's good on 10 watts. Not on the low power thing like that can only handle 25 watts of single sideband. It's just, I wouldn't test it. But I mean, yeah, if you're wanting to do some QRP stuff outside of your house, or your apartment, that'd be fine. That'd be fine. Me, I'm just going to tell you like it is. I'm a power guy. I want. Oh, that's right. It is a G90. It is a G90, so it is QRP. Maybe. I don't know what your budget is, but that's something to look at. Yeah, sucks being in an apartment for sure. Might have to get mobile more. I tell you what, I want to show y'all something here. My friend Ham Radio 2.0, Jason, did a great video today. Let's see if I can get it pulled up. Or maybe it wasn't today. Maybe it was yesterday. So you folks that are not already subscribed, go over to Ham Radio 2.0 on Facebook. Don't do it right now. Do it later. But he's just got some awesome stuff on his profile, and he's been very friendly to me. So I appreciate him. The Armalog radios, and I saw this, and I'm not going to share the audio with you. Stop. Thank you. And it's still playing. So these are just like cages that you can put on your HF rigs to protect them. So if you're going to go in this type of route, this looks like great stuff. Absolute great stuff to work with here. So, look up Armalog. Go to Ham Radio 2.0's Facebook page or YouTube channel, and you can take a look at this particular radio. It's or not radio, cage. It's good for if you're going to go mobile and that kind of thing. Let's go back to the full screen here. Steven says I use buddy pole, then I just down as needed. It's fine. That's fine. I mean, here's the deal. I own my own house, so it's just one of those things that I want to put up and use when I want to use it. Adventure says I have to jump on board with that G90. Did some backyard portable work. Well, it's potable too, if you ask me. Backyard portable work with that rig on Monday for about 6 hours. That's awesome. That is awesome. So Adventure says I used a Wolf River Cool setup. That's awesome. Cool. But y'all keep talking about these G90s. Again, I'm all about power. I'm all about power. I want power. I want power. I'm just like that. You would think I'd have a big old freaking amplifier on my desk, but I don't. I just ain't got the money for that kind of thing. But would love to would love to try out a G90 and see if I have any luck with it. Soul's in the house here. Hey y'all, welcome in. KO4DDQ or DDG, I should say. Easy says, lucky you have an apartment. I live in a tent. Hello, waiting affordable housing. Well, my Lord, Easy. Thanks for sharing. I sure do hate to hear that. Sure do hate to hear that. And if you're in Canada, boy, oh boy, cold season's coming. We'll be thinking about you. Steven says, I have 3 towers, but they're all in a pile for the move. So I'm now on a buddy pole and a buddy stick. I know that Hammer 2.0 Jason, he's very, very big on the buddy poles and the buddy stick things. I want to go back to Tie Guy here. I love the G90. I even just got the Digi rig just in case. Cool. We got KI5ZIF. Welcome in the house here. Ty Guy says I'll check it out. I did sub to him a little bit ago. I've been following Jason for a couple of years now, and he is my inspiration. I will not deny that at all. So you might go back in my channel. I did an interview with him at the Huntsville Hamfest last month. Such an honor to communicate with him. That's the second time I'd met him. I met him at the Huntsville Hamfest last year. And actually, I approached him just to say thank you last year, back in 2013, because his class or his channel gave me the inspiration to go get my extra class. So he posted a lot of good videos about getting the extra class. But if you want to get your extra class, I have a way for you to do it. Go to hamradioprep.com, use promo code HamShackTV for an extra 10% off all the already great prices that they've got there. That would be a great way to go to get your license. Adventure says, that was a great interview with Ham Radio 2.0. Thank you. I appreciate that. I really do. I was quite nervous. On top of that, my voice was shot. So don't know if y'all watched the whole series about Don't Yell. I don't think I'm yelling. I have to be kind of quiet. I've got the XYL back there sleeping, and then I've got the kids over there sleeping. So I have to be careful about that. But what was I talking about? Oh, the whole series about Huntsville. Lord, I don't remember. I'll figure it out in a minute. KI5ZIF Ham Radio General License. Are you studying for it, or do you already have your general? Easy says, I know what you mean about the voice. That's what I was talking about. No, that wasn't the case. I wish it was. Yes. So you're studying for it. You got the books next to it. So I'm assuming that's what it means. I remember what I was saying about Huntsville. So I don't know if you watched my Huntsville series when I was down there for the Hamfest down in Huntsville, Alabama. But we drove to Huntsville on Friday. I'm about 4 hours away. And for whatever reason, just lost my voice no sooner than I stepped out of the truck at the Von Braun Center down there. Just gone. Don't know where it went. So I was walking around doing all my interviews, talking to people, meeting people. raspy as all get out. So I don't know what caused that, but it took me about a week to get my voice back. And my interview with Jason, you can still hear it quite raspy there. So got 9 people watching. If you haven't jumped in the chat yet, if you're watching, go ahead and say hello. Jump in the chat. Let us know where you're from. Call sign, that kind of good stuff. And I tell you what, I'll pose a question to everybody in here. Let's pose a question. Is that something? Do I have any way to do that differently? Don't know. Don't see anything. Okay, let's just ask a question. Dallas, Texas. Easy says, well, never happened before. K5ZIF says Dallas, Texas. All right, so let me just ask y'all this. Any ideas that you have for videos? What would you like to see me cover? Now, keep in mind, I know what I'd like to cover. I'd like ICOM to send me a 7610 to do a demo on and a review on. That ain't happening. So be realistic with your video ideas and things like that. Steven says, hit that like, subscribe, and do the things. That's right. Do the things. Not things, do the things. 7300, love to review a 7300. Again, this channel's not in a position for me to go buy a 7300 just to demo it. I wish it was. I'm working on a partnership with a vendor that I could get some demo equipment for that purpose. That partnership has not come to fruition yet, but maybe in the future. Maybe in the future. KI5ZIF also says HF. When you say HF, what do you have in mind? Would you mean like work HF while I'm on a live stream? That's not a good idea. I am kind of new, but old classic telegraph would be cool to demonstrate. I do not know CW. My version of CW is through a computer. So unfortunately, I'm not the way to. I'm not the one to help you with that. However, if you go back a couple of days ago, I posted a recap video of the Tennessee QSO party. There is some CW operation in that if you want to check it out. Let's see here. Steven says, what kind of radios do I have? Maybe do some reviews or talk about DNR or DMR, because those are both valid terms in ham radio. Digital noise reduction or digital mobile radio or stuff like that. Let me know. Ty Guy says, I wish I could get a company to send me stuff. Might have to revamp my channel. You just gotta know. You gotta know how to talk to people. That's the challenge. I'm slowly learning. Steven says DMR. Okay, we can talk about DMR. That's a good idea. Soul says, I have my own idea, or I have ideas, but I'm making my own videos. Fair enough. We're friendly, competitive out there for all the folks in the community. You're good, Steven. Adventure says, can you talk about what rigs you use for different bands? Do you use a lot of FT8? Do you do APRS? How about your HT? So there is that content on my channel. You guys have a lot of watching to do, apparently. But we can talk about what I got. Let's talk about that. So let me grab the camera here. And it might glitch out. I think I have a short in the camera here. So this is my HF rig. Well, that's the screen for it. And watch out for my junk, my food here. But this is and I don't have much of a lead on this. But this is a Yaesu 710. I just got it a couple of months ago. Been a great radio so far. I did have the FT991, but I elected to trade it for a better receive radio, and this is the number one. This is the number one radio, number 4 radio on the receive list. I forget what the name of that standard is, but number 4 receive radio on the market. And then you can do an external video monitor. Up here for VHF and UHF, I have an Anytone 778. Does GMRS 440 and 2 meters. Did have a Yaesu 3200, but I wanted something to do GMRS, so I went ahead and put that in there. Here's the computer. Here's the other computer. Up here on the top shelf, I'm impressed. My camera's not dropping out tonight. I got 2 Motorola XTS 2500s up there. Those are for digital, or not digital. Well, yeah, they do P25, but they are, one's for VHF, the other one is for commercial. And unfortunately, I'm not able to talk about the commercial usage for it. But over here, behind all my Dexcoms, diabetics represent. I have a Baofeng K5. There's this one. I'll get a better camera set up, y'all, eventually, I promise. So this is one I did a review a while back on. Down here, this is my Pride and Joy HT. Let me get it booted up. Did I run the battery? I ran the battery dead on this doggone thing. Let me boot it up. Shame on me for not plugging the radios up, y'all. What's wrong with me? Hang on, I need my other hand. This is my Pride HT. This is the ICOM IC52. Boy, they make this a pain in the butt to get in, I'll tell you that. And that's why it's a Baofeng. The K5 just hit the floor, if y'all couldn't tell. Go ahead and laugh. It's fine. There you go. ID52A. Does D-Star analog, all that good stuff. Love it. So I'll go ahead and set that over here so it can charge. The Baofeng is more or less a demo radio and a destructible radio. And then my final HT I have here, and this one is dead too, Anytone 878. So, yep, don't know why that was dead. It was sitting on the charger. So, get my camera put back up here. In the truck, a police station. Don't know what you mean by police station. In the truck, I run a ICOM IC 5100A. Just recently acquired that radio. Traded my Yaesu FTM 200 for it. So I'm happy with that. I've just found that I'm not really big into fusion. And I've been all about Yaesu for a long time. I've just found I don't have an applicable use for fusion. We got fusion repeaters around here, but everybody hangs out in one room. There's not really activity anywhere else. And in that one room, you can't get a word in edgewise. So it's not useful for me. I found D-Star has a lot more options for it. By the way, we're talking about, somebody was asking about DMR earlier. Oh, no. Easy, you've not seen a police headquarters if that's the case. But anyway, I've got the Anytone does DMR, which I have an Open Spot 4 Pro, and I use DMR occasionally. I'm not a huge fan of DMR either. I don't like the audio quality of it. I find that D-Star just has the best audio quality for digital out there. P25 is up there, but not many people run P25. Have I used an ICOM 705? I have not used one, but I've seen one. I've seen one in person. If you go to my video in the channel about the Gigaparts tour, there's a great, you'll see it there. 705 is interesting. Again, Would I spend that kind of money on a radio? I don't know if I would. Simply because I'll say it time and time again, I want power. I just want power. I'm not a QRP guy. And I know that 705 will do a little over QRP, but it's not what I'm looking for. I need 100 watts minimum for my radio. Adventure says you got some neat stuff. I got the VX6R, brand new, excellent rig. Yeah, I mean, I'm not knocking on Yaesu. I love Yaesu. As far as HF rigs go, I don't know. Okay, if you offered me a trade for my 710 for a ICOM IC 7610, I'd probably take it. The 7610 is interesting to me. I used one at Field Day and loved it. It was a lot of fun. There's still a huge learning curve to it. A 7300, no, I wouldn't take that trade for anything at all. For the 7100, no, wouldn't take that trade. So yeah, that's I don't know, maybe the new ICOM that's coming, but that thing's gonna be $6,000. Steven says I have a 7300, but saving for a Yaesu 101. I just think the graphical interface on the Yaesu radios is much nicer. My power supply fan just spun up. That's what grabbed my attention. I just think the graphic, I mean, again, look at this. How can you complain about that? That's just outstanding. And I'm not just talking about the external output. I'm just talking about, you can see everything. You've got your oscilloscope, you got your FFTs, you've got your waveform, or you've got your band scope, you got your contours and all this. You got your A side and your B side, your attenuators. You got multimeters up there. How can you complain about that? It's just awesome. And to Steven's point, the audio is the best. And again, to Adventure's point, it is an awfully good receiver. It really is. I'm able to pull muck out of the dirt much more than I was able to on my 991. And again, don't get me wrong about the 991. The 991 is a fantastic starter HF radio for somebody. It's a shack in a box. I'm not that thrilled with the graphic. That's the first thing that got my attention with the 710 was the graphical interface. It's just a step better, and it's got a much faster response rate. The 710 or the 991 is just more of a basic color display. While it's color and it's touchscreen, that's what I'm trying to say. It's just not that great. Not that great. And I don't need VHF and UHF in the same radio. I want to be able to operate VHF and UHF while I'm doing FT8 or doing something like that. Soul says 7256. Well, why not? We're sitting here. Let's see. I don't know if folks out there can hear me, or hear it, I should say, but we'll give it a go. Band 7. Overside band. Getting there. 7256. Why did I say 7268? Or did I? I've got some QSB on 7256. You want to try another one? Sounds like that QSB is about 2 megs down. Try 7258. Let's see if that works. Hey, that's kind of cool. I like that. Trying to adjust the lower sideband stuck on USB. Okay. Well, while you do that, let me put my little commercial across the bottom. And I see several other people have joined. Welcome in to HamShackTV. Just doing a random live stream tonight. If you want to let us know who you are, where you're at, your call sign, throw it in the chat. We'll shout you out. I promise I'm not ignoring y'all. Talk in the chat. Talk amongst yourself. All right, here we go. 891 is not quick while you're driving. Don't blame you. Yesu does indeed have better receivers. Absolutely. Absolutely agreed. Come on, there's 10 of you showing, watching. I'll make it 9. Jump in here and let me know where you're from. What your call sign, where you at. That kind of thing. Steven says he's stuck on 20 meters waiting for new coils for the from Buddy Pole for 40. Gotcha. FAFO, East Tennessee. Great. Welcome in. Glad you're here. Steven's back again. KJ4 FAE, Central Florida. Y'all, I got tempted on something today. I'm not going to do it because I know I'm going to get shot if I do it. But I got to looking at plane tickets for Hamcation. I'm not going to do it though. All right, let's see here. Is the frequency in use? AA4WX. Hello, is the frequency in use? AA4WX. Somebody just got right over the top of me, which tells me it's in use. Unless was that you? Is that you talking KO4DDG? Yeah, somebody's. That's funny. You asked for the frequency in use, and then somebody jumps in there suddenly. They're on 7260, so I'm going to have to go up some more. About 7265. Oh, wait, that was you? Seven 7265. O is the frequency in use. AA4WX. O is the frequency in use. AA4WX. I hear somebody in there with their weight. CQ, CQ, CQ. This is Alpha Alpha 4 Whiskey X-Ray. Okay, I hear a Kilo Charlie 4. Kilo Charlie 4. Again. Kilo Charlie 4 and a Delta. You're just got a little bit of tiny noise on top of you. Kilo Charlie 4 again. Yeah, Kilo Charlie 4, Yankee Delta Japan QRP. I copy you. Well, I mean, when I'm hearing you, you're 5 of 9. It's just a little noisy tonight. That's all. You sound great. We're live streaming right now on HamShackTV on YouTube. So I appreciate you coming back to me.
Thanks, appreciate you coming back to me. You're right in Indiana, 59 Indiana. And where are you located?
Yeah, Roger, I'm in East Tennessee, Maryville, Tennessee. Over. I've lost him. Okay, if you were still there, I lost you towards the end of that. You fell out, but it also sounds like we got another station that's keyed up, got right on the frequency here, so probably had to QSY. But appreciate you being there. Appreciate you coming back, and hope you have a good evening in 73. And good luck with that QRP rig. It's doing a decent job coming from Indianapolis down here to Tennessee. 7-3. This is AA4WX. Yeah, 40 meters is busy tonight, y'all. I just don't know. I don't know. So I'll let y'all see his stuff here. So that was Tim, KC4YDJ up in Indianapolis. Let's take a look at his page. Oh, interesting. Fire Marshal. Oh, you in Huntsville? That's cool. That's cool. So, yeah, got quite a bit of awards here. Got his CW technician, 5 words per minute back in 93. Great little setup here. Let's see what he's got. He's an ICOM fan, I can already tell. I think one of them is a 705, or one's a 7300, and the other one's a 710, I think. Or not a 710, a 705. I think. It's hard to tell. It's too far away. Not sure what this guy is. Colts and Jags. I should have known the Colts were coming. He's got a ham clock up here. So good stuff. Nice antenna set up there. Oh, right here's the answer. So he's got 7300, a 9700, and 2730. Okay, cool. Cool. Well, Tim, thanks for joining me tonight. Glad you were there. All right. What else y'all want to talk about? By the way, if you're new into the chat, thank you. Welcome into HamShackTV. If you want to get into the 1,000 1,000 viewer drawing or 1,000 subscriber drawing. Those entries are still open. You just need to go, for one, subscribe to this channel down below. The subscribe button is right here. Well, behind the banner down there. You also need to join the Discord, and the Discord link is in the description of this video. You have to do both in order to be an entry. And I'm going to tell you something. Somebody's going to get lucky because you folks are not joining the Discord. Let me tell you how I know that. This page, as of right now, or this YouTube channel, I should say, as of right now. Well, that ain't right. Okay, that's more like it. This YouTube channel right now has 1,229 subscribers. You know how many people are in the Discord? I'll tell you. And I say you people, I'm not trying to be rude. That's not what I mean. Y'all should know what I mean. So there are 43 Discord users. 43. You don't have an entry unless you join the Discord. You've got to join the Discord. Discord and subscription on YouTube. And again, both of them are free. They don't cost you a penny. So go ahead and do that. What else going on? I did not do This Week in Amateur Radio, the podcast that I'm involved with. I had the week off this week, which is nice. I've done usually what the
Here's what I found.
Hush, Siri. Usually what the producer, George, W2XBS, usually what he does, he'll do you 2 weeks on, 2 weeks off, or 2 weeks on, 1 week off, or something like that. I don't mind just whenever he needs me to read it. That's fine. So a lot of times I try to do content from there and share that. Somebody just joined the Discord, or somebody did something in the Discord. Woody. Oh, Woody and Shane. I don't know who Shane is, but I got both of them with a what's up. So we're gaining a few there. Cool. Howdy 73 Woody. Great. Glad you're here. Well, y'all have just stopped chatting. Are y'all tired? Are y'all awake out there? Or did you go to bed? Don't go to bed. Now, what I do want to ask you guys, since I do have your ears for the moment, talk to me about this GMRS thing and the linked repeaters situation. I still have not formed an opinion about this GMRS deal. My understanding is the rules have not changed. It's the description on the FCC's website that has changed. And those of you that aren't familiar, GMRS here in the United States is, somebody's going to get me on this, but I believe it's General Mobile Radio Service. And you do have to have a license to operate it. However, you do not have to take a test for this one. The GMRS license, where the rules say you may not link a GMRS repeater. Now the language is questionable. There's been some talk about telephone. There's talk of whether IP counts as telephone or not. Soul says they made it known that they have been breaking the rules. Okay. Breaking the rules. Cool. Yeah. I don't know. And I have to say I'm a member of the North Georgia GMRS Association. Frankly, I don't know if I'm going to renew that membership. I I don't get much enjoyment out of it. It's a bunch of guys that are on high-fangled CB, basically. That's what it feels like to me. Soul has a great point here, and this is an argument that I've been hearing being made, is GMRS is supposed to be local comms, not thousands of miles, and that is indeed the truth. GMRS radios are really supposed to be a couple 10 miles, maybe 20, depending on your terrain. If I said QRP, that's not what I meant. I meant GMRS. I don't know. With the North Georgia situation, anytime I've got it tuned in and I just hear people talk about random nonsense, and they talk like they're on CB radios. There's some strange etiquette. That's what I'm looking for. Strange etiquette that I'm not used to, being a ham radio operator for 15 years. I've not picked up a CB radio in over 15 years now. Soul says WRXQ 668. I am WSCB 693. So I don't know. $90 a year is really steep, really freaking steep. And for you to ask money to get on your repeater system, especially when it's a system that is in the same spirit of ham radio, let me just say that. I think that's asinine. There's nothing wrong with closed repeaters. I get that. But you're not supposed to make money off of ham radio. So where is all this money that this guy's raking in going? I don't know. And $90 a year is a lot. That is a lot of money for a membership to a repeater association. Steven says he does single sideband on CB. That's great. Soul, KO4DDG. I have a buddy, KC0JC, who has nodes up for GMRS, but uses GMRS live, so his wife can make up the handy talkie and talk to him when he's over there. That's where you're getting at. I just don't know. I think we need true crystal clear clarification from the FCC on whether or not this is a thing, whether this is something that should be allowed or not. If it is allowed, I don't think that you should charge an astronomical amount of money for something like that. Whenever I've got my ham radio license, I can pick up Echolink and do the same doggone thing like that. I just don't see the point. The main reason I got GMRS, and I just got my GMRS license a few months ago, was so I could talk to my daughter. She's not got her ham license yet. She's working on it. HamRadioPrep.com, coupon code HamShackTV. But she's working on her ham license. And I'm not saying GMRS Live, and I'm not familiar with GMRS Live. Got a new viewer here, Larry, W0ODI. I like that call sign. That's why I was saying Woody. I guess it's supposed to be Woody. I don't know. But Larry, thank you. Thank you so much for joining. Appreciate you being here. Let's see here. Think they're taking advantage of using the infrastructure. Talking about North Georgia. I bet you, are you a member of North Georgia Soul? I don't know. Steven says, welcome, Larry. Larry, we do appreciate you being here. Y'all, if y'all haven't already, go ahead and share this stream out with your friends and ham radio folks and get them in here. Let's just have a conversation. I'm not in no rush to disappear tonight. But you're not a member of North Georgia. Okay. I got you. Oh, that's cool. Let's see here. Can I get you some music? That's all much. know what this is. I'm playing with StreamYard, y'all. I'm not used StreamYard before. That's not bad. That's kind of cool. We'll just put that on there softly so I don't bore y'all to death. KF0 DKZ, my 7-year-old is starting to get interested in amateur radio. Good. Capitalize on it. Capitalize on it. I had pants on last time. Kiss my grits. Go back in the stream and prove it. Robert, definitely capitalize on it while you can. Here's the thing. I told y'all I'd give an honest review of Ham Radio Prep, and I'm very pleased with it so far. That's with me as an experienced ham with 15 years under my belt with my extra class course or extra class license. Talking about an 8-year-old trying to do this. I'm having to hold her hand through a lot of it. And that's not Ham Radio Prep's fault. That's a vocabulary thing. She's barely on a third grade reading level at this point. So I'm having to help her a lot with that. So I do think for somebody who's, middle school, high school, or beyond, Ham Radio Prep's great. It is fantastic. So, Robert, you might think about Ham Radio Prep and maybe just work with your 7-year-old. I sat down with Charlotte today and spent some time on it. So here's the deal. I used to be a big proponent of the ham study, and I still am. And this is from Stoll. When I had my VE team, Volunteer Amateur Radio Group, I was a big advocate for ham study. The reason? It's free. You don't have to pay a penny for it. Here's the problem, though. You're not going to learn any of the context at all from ham study. Ham study is all about memorizing the questions and answers. I believe, it is my belief, and I'm in education, okay? I work at the University of Tennessee. I'm not a teacher by any stretch of the imagination, but I believe you need some context to fully understand the concepts. Anybody can can memorize a question and answer. You need to know a little bit of the extra context, and if you do, that will help you move on. That will help you be more confident in your answers. So yeah, hamradioprep.com with the coupon code HamShackTV for an extra 10% off. Let me know if that music's too loud in the background, y'all. I'm just trying to throw something in there to give you a little ambiance. Boy, I'm getting behind in the chat. Steven says like and subscribe. We'll give that a star. Josh doing it live like Bill O'Reilly. Do it live. I'll write it and we'll do it live. If y'all don't know what he's talking about, you don't do it right now because you're watching my YouTube, but later on watch Bill O'Reilly freak out. You'll never regret it. But I've listened to the chatter. Gotcha. I think you're talking about the North Georgia stuff. Yes, I do have my pants on. Larry Woodruff's. FAFO, Josh for president. No, thank you. My politics days are over. Thank you. Steven's looking for where Larry is. Larry is in South Central Missouri. KL4DDG, I just did with W4EEY course for all 3 licenses listed to going down the road. You got a lot of time to do it, that's for sure. Steven says there used to be a ham test online. Not sure if it's still around. Not familiar with that at all. John K6 RXD says, I'm studying for my extra with the Gordo book. Gordon West is amazing. I will never deny Gordon West at all. He's done some fantastic stuff. Gordo's good. I can't deny that. Here's the thing for me as a learner. I don't learn squat from a book. I just don't. I've never been a book reader. I just don't. I don't. I need a computer-based learning of some sort or classroom instruction. On YouTube, they go through content, but I understand they're sponsors. Yes, they are. I don't deny that at all. K6 RXD says, I need a paper book. Plus, I already used Gordo for tech in general. Great idea. Evans, can you talk about the difference between ham and CB? Well, we can talk about that for sure. I'll come back to you in a second. Let me go ahead and start you so I remember to come back to you. K6RXD. Anyways, it provides context on all the questions. Larry says, I'm an advanced class license and I tried extra a few years ago, didn't pass. I think my learner is busted, and it is never busted. And I'm not being ugly here, but unless you have Alzheimer's, dementia, or something like that, your learner's not busted. You just haven't used the right resources. If I can get my extra class license, you can. There's no question about it. If you haven't tried ham radio prep, give it a go. Give it a go. Steven says, I will do my extra after I get done with my CW classes. The good news is, again, and I'm sure you already know this, you don't need CW for it. John says, Larry, haha. All right, let's go back to Evan and Chelsea. What's the difference between ham and CB? All right, so here's the deal with ham. Ham you have to have a license for. You have to take a test to get that license. Ham you have to pay a fee to get your license. All kinds of negative things already off the top, I get. CB, at least here in the United States, there's different definitions for CB in other parts of the world. But here in the United States, CB is operated between 27 megahertz. 27? Yeah, 27 megahertz and 28 megahertz. There are folks that run AM. There are folks that run single sideband. It is channelized, whereas ham is not channelized except for on 60 meters, I believe it is. Is it 60 and 6? Or no, it's just 60 meters it's channelized. So that's the big thing. Ham radio or CB radio is not regulated. Well, it is, but it's not regulated. You're going to hear a bunch of garbage on CB. I'm just going to be honest with you. Truckers, hawk lizards, crap like that. Nobody's getting on there as a hobbyist thing anymore. It's just not. And you're going to hear just a bunch of noise. Whereas with ham radio, you've got typically more educated people having legitimate conversations. CB is not designed to go all the way around the world. It can if the solar cycle's right, which it's been decent lately. Don't get me wrong. We're in the peak of the solar cycle right now. But typically it's not going to be. Typically your CB is not going to get you more than 2-3 miles down the road. It's just not. That is if you're legal. CB, you have to, I forget what the limit is. I think it might be 5 watts. I don't remember off the top of my head. With ham, you don't have that limitation. There are some bands that you're limited to 1,500 watts, I believe, but it's just whatever you can do safely. That's not more than you need. It's 4 watts. Thank you. I knew you would know that. I knew you'd know that. I thought it was 5, but 4. Yeah, that's it. So yeah, CB's fine. CB's not the way to go anymore. It's just not. It's tried to make a comeback, but you're not going to do anything remotely close to what you'll do on ham radio. Ham radio, I can pick up this microphone right now and probably talk to somebody on the other side of the world. It's not always like that. Sometimes solar cycles and sunspots screw with that, but it's definitely a possibility thing for you to do. GMRS is a little better. You can again, you have to have a license for GMRS, but you don't have to pass the test. Plus, you can get into digital. That's a very good point. Very good point. GMRS, you don't have, or you have to have a license for, but you don't have to pass the test. But again, if you're staying within the power restrictions of the FCC rules, I think, somebody correct me on this. I think GMRS, you're only allowed to run 25 watts. I think. So yeah, give GMRS a try. See if you like it, and if you're going to get bit by the bug, that's where you're going to get bit by the bug. You'll come get your ham license. Plus, you can do digital. Yep, that's very true. DMR. CB is Chicken Man for a reason. Yep, absolutely. Do a video using software to do CW contacts. That's a good idea. I'll think about that. Matter of fact, I'd love to do that. However, I have something wrong with my cable that's going to the radio. It's, for some reason, the radio's transmitting. I can see it. However, there's hardly any audio going out or being received. Actually, no. The audio is going out, but can't receive. It's like something's up with the sound card in the computer, or the cable's gone bad. So let me work through that, and we'll try to do that. 50 watts GMRS. Thank you very much. I could not remember that for sure. Evan says, thanks, Josh. I'm really getting interested in the hobby. Just need to learn the lingo to learn more. Been watching yours and a few other videos. Evan, I've told you before, I'll tell you again. Ham Radio 2.0. He's got so much good content on his channel. I will always bow to him. Josh Nass. Good Lord, why did I forget his call? Anyway, he's Ham Radio Crash Course on YouTube. He's got great content too. Easy says, sounds like radio has strict protocol. Hate to breach and end up with a $20,000 fine or more. That may be pushing it. Don't know if you'd have a $20,000 fine. It depends on what you're doing. It just depends on. It really depends. Just follow the rules. That's the best thing I can tell you. Don't be one of the people that I read a story about, and I will do stories. Trust me. When I get the volunteer monitor report, I will do a YouTube or some YouTube videos about these things because they're quite intriguing sometimes. KL4DDG, mobile repeater and base stations. The maximum transmitter output for these stations is 50 watts. Fixed stations, maximum transmitter output for these is 15. Okay, let's stop and let's go back right there. What is the difference between a base and a fixed? I need a clarification on that. K6RXD, I wonder if CW over DMR would be interesting. Often useful for code practice or the devil. Don't know how that would work. I'd be curious if that would work, but I don't know. Evan says, I would love to see a hamming for beginners video. That's a good idea. Haznazi. Oh, you're giving me Jason's or Josh's call sign. That's not right. I think you're going in the right direction. KI6 and AZ. That's it. I don't know how I pulled that out of what you wrote, but CB radio is getting fines now. Yeah. Yeah, I guess. I agree with him doing a video for beginner hams. Well, we should do that. We should do that. Maybe I have the capability here to invite some folks on the show. If y'all want to get in here and talk, we could do that. Easy Flash says that'd be interesting. Pep. You would send side tone. Huh. Oh. I'm gonna be honest with you, I don't know everything. I don't have a clue on a lot of stuff. Be very curious about that. So if you're new here, let me just do my spiel. I try to do it every 15, 20, 30 minutes. Welcome to HamShackTV. I'm your hostess with the mostest, or whatever the hell you want to say. I'm Josh AA4WX, HamShackTV. If you haven't already, go ahead and subscribe to the channel down below me. Hit the like button, hit the notification bell as well. All this helps the YouTube algorithm get it out there. Help the YouTube algorithm get it out there organically. Share it with the people. We are doing a giveaway right now, and that is in progress. You have until Wednesday night at 11:59 Eastern Time to be a subscriber right here on the YouTube channel, and you have to be a Discord channel member, because I'm going to use Discord to contact you if you win this radio. It's a QYT 7900, I believe, is the right model number. We will draw for that on a live stream Thursday night. So you need to be a member of both in order to get that. See here, let's go back here. Evan says maybe a video on the hobby itself, getting youth interested. I couldn't do one video on the entire hobby. There's so many other things. But to your point, well, and it's hard to get, I have to be careful with youth, because I can't let a child appear in my videos without consent. That's the COPA thing. That's the COPA thing. So we'll have to see about that. Of course, Charlotte's in all my videos because I don't care if she's my kid. FAFO says one of the best ham live streams on the East Coast. I appreciate that. I certainly appreciate that. I hope you're talking about me. If you're not, well, screw you. No, I'm kidding. No, I do appreciate that. I would love to get this stream up to where we're having 100 people in here and just constantly having a conversation. I was afraid to do a live stream for a long time, just because, you get in here and nobody hangs out. Nobody's here. They come in and see you're just sitting there and they do nothing. But you know what? I've done several live streams this week, and you all have come in clutch. Granted, we've not gotten more than like 15 people at a time and some spam bots in here at a time, but we've just sat in here and had a conversation, so it is it's been great. Evan says 29-year-olds work. Okay, maybe we'll see. You and I have done a collab before in the NASCAR tube days. We might do that. Matter of fact, we might just do a live stream whenever. If it wasn't 11 o'clock at night, I'd offer to do that now, but that might be let's plan that. Let's get together. Soul, 100 people you will be reading all night. Red Rocket Countdown Liftoff. Yes. Yep. Colin VK Land is here. Everybody say good day to Colin. Appreciate Colin being in here tonight. Colin, I did get that item squared away earlier. You should have that thing we talked about earlier enabled for you. Thank you for sharing. I just want everybody to see this. Evan is admitting he is not wearing pants. And back to your regular programming. Oh, mercy. Just taking a look here, see what else is coming across the desk. And no one has to know that. You're under a desk, I would hope. Guys, again, let me know if the music's too loud. Trying to throw some noise under there for you. Y'all do know that I do have some deals with some other companies out there. So if you need an antenna or Heil headsets or Heil audio equipment or really anything, I can help you out. Oh boy, some more people bought some stuff today. Cool. Awesome. So yeah, if you need some other stuff, good night, Easy. Thanks for coming. Thanks for coming. Glad you were here. My studio setup. You talking about where I'm talking to you right here? We can do that. And anything you need on Amazon, by the way. You don't have to do anything, and it doesn't change any process. You just have to click my link, and then whatever you buy on Amazon, they'll give me credit for. So if you want to help out, that's certainly a way to do it. Got Patreon too. Y'all have been great. Happy Friday. Happy Friday to you, Easy. Be safe. Trauma is a naked sort. Are you saying I'm traumatizing these people? What's wrong with you? Soul PR30. Not familiar what you're talking about. I'm assuming. So give me a thumbs up if you're talking about the what you call it, the studio type thing. Oh, the Heil PR30. Yeah, I can do something on that, I'm sure. Let me see. Give me just a minute. If y'all don't know about Heil, let me just tell you, Heil, and I'm not saying this because I'm an affiliate of them, but I am an affiliate of them, just in full disclosure. I am very impressed with Heil's products, both in the professional world because I do AV, and with the ham radio stuff. They've got great headsets, great great switches, great components. You name it, they have some fantastic stuff. I don't have any of it, but I'd love to. $269 on Guitar Center. Well, that's the first problem. Guitar Center is not the place to go to buy radio equipment. And my Dexcom's not talking. Where is my link? Bear with me. I'm getting there, I promise. Bob Heil was a great ham and did a lot of work in the hobby. You're dang right. You dang right. Not only that, he was a great audio engineer. Even outside of the ham radio world, he just did some phenomenal things, both in my professional realm and ham radio. This is kind of my professional realm too now. Why am I talking to myself? Stop that. Thank you. Well, I'm glad to know that my Heil link does not work anymore. Oh wait, yes it does. What was that? The PR30? PR10, PR40, PR22. Exact same price. Got it the exact same price directly through Heil. $269. And unfortunately, I don't have a discount code. I just have a tracking code. So, wish I could have helped you on that one. Colin says he sent me a message. I will check that shortly. FAFO also says Bob Hall was a great man. Yes, he was. Same on Amazon. Okay, gotcha. Steven says he got to spend a little time with him at Orlando Hamcation a few years ago. I would have loved to have got to meet Bob. He did a presentation to my club I'm a part of, the Smoky Mountain Amateur Radio Club. However, I wasn't able to make it. Had some other commitments that night. But the man was a genius when it came to audio. No question about it. Let me check my messages over here in Discord, see what else is going on. Guys, if you're in the chat, just remember, in order to be qualified for the drawing for the QIT 7900, I believe is the model number on it, you must be a member of the Discord as well. Again, that is free, just like being a subscriber to this YouTube channel. So go down in the description of this video. You'll see a link for the Discord. Go ahead and get joined up and bring it in. Gary 2 is now a member of the Discord. Welcome in. You're now entered. Let's see here. That's nothing for me. Soul sent me a message. Okay, cool. Where did you send me that message, VK? Oh, there it is. See ya. Oh, I see it. Okay, I'll fix that. Give me just a minute. Yes, I got it. Got it. All right. My GPU does not like me doing so many graphical elements at one given time. Might need to start pulling out the MacBook Pro for these things. This is just a Mac Mini that I'm on. At least that one. Well, this one has the M1 chip in it, so that shouldn't be a problem. $1,230. 1230. That's the subscriber count. Need a video setting up a code plug. That's a great idea, and that's something I can do for an Anytone. I got to tell you, I love the Anytone. That radio is so phenomenally easy to operate. So phenomenally easy. All right, I've disappeared from the screen for a minute. I'll be right back. Y'all talk among yourselves. Helps unmute my mic. Had to fix something for Colin. Looking at getting the Anytone 878. If that's what you want to do with DMR, go for it. I'm going to tell you 100 times out of 100 times that the Denny-Tone 878 is the way to go for DMR. So easy to program. Let me see if I can show you all my code plug, if I have it available. I don't know if I do or not. Skybridge is a ripoff, FAFO says. So I'm understanding. I tried to get, I have a partnership with Bridgecom as well. And I tried to get them to send me a Bridgecom to play, or a Skybridge to play with, do a review on. They wouldn't do it. They just said review what you got and include your discount code. No, that's not what I asked. Not trying to do that. Thank you very much. So right now I'm not going to promote the Skybridge. And if it is a Pi-Star that's rebranded, shame on them. Shame on them, because you know what? They're making hand over fist off of them things. $500 a daggone piece. Screw that. Not for me. All right. So I'm remoting into my Windows PC, because we all know that Mac and Mac and ham radio software do not get along. So this is my code plug. This is a local repeater here in Maryville. S is Sevierville. Knox is K. WX is my hotspot. 438.800. Whoa, too far. 438.800 is what I run my OpenSpot 4 Pro on. Got some local stuff here. No, it's not a virtual machine. It's a laptop that's sitting right up there that I just remote into. Local repeaters. Here's some more of my hotspot stuff. These are some more local repeaters. I'm sure Sol recognizes some of these. So yeah, I don't do a whole lot of DMR. I just don't. I'll show you what I do. The Maryville machine, that's actually the AK4XA repeater, which is dual. It does DMR and analog. His is 444.075. So the biggest thing I use DMR for is if I decide that I'm going out of town and I want to talk back to Maryville and talk to my club members, I will go into his repeater. His repeater is 99% of the time linked to the club's analog repeater. So I do that. By the way, if you're looking for a good morning net, the KK4XA morning net is where it's at. It's every morning, Monday through Thursday, from 9 a.m. till about 11ish, and I say ish very loosely. Sometimes they'll go short. Sometimes they'll be sitting in there talking until 2, 3, 4 o'clock in the afternoon. But that is talk group 314742. That's how you get into that one. Trying to see if there's more information I've got on here, but maybe I don't. Zone. Okay, so these are all the individual channels. These are the zones. Zones are categories, basically. That's the best way I know how to describe it. KK4XA is Bob's repeater. Here's the Sevierville machine. Here's the Knoxville machine. This is my hotspot, analog repeaters, and the Skywarn. I am the assistant coordinator for Skywarn over in Knoxville area. So I've got the repeaters that are usable for that in case I need to get there quick. Don't have roaming channels or scan list or roaming zones. I don't understand any of that. You can do FM radios here. Automatic repeater offset frequency 600 kilohertz, which is different for 40, but it's that's what it is. There's the basic information. You got your optional settings. We could spend a whole video on this. Work mode, volume VT, STE. Some of this stuff I don't have a clue what it is. Auto shutdown, power save. Here's where you set all your keys to what they'll do. Priority zone. Mine's always KK4XA. Power on. AA4WX Sky One. However, this is bypassed. I have a custom picture on mine, which I love. I'll show it to you later. Alert tones, displays. The settings are endless here. Rework on. Go back out of here. Alarm setting. You can have alarms. Local information. Hotkeys. That's if you do a lot of messaging things over there. I don't get into this stuff. This is far beyond my needs. APRS. I would love to figure out how to work APRS on this thing. I have yet to figure it out. I love APRS. That was the big thing that hurt me about getting rid of my my Yaesu 200 and my 3D, but I did. I just like the features of the Icon better. But Icon doesn't do APRS; it does DPRS, which I haven't wrapped my mind around that yet either. Don't know what GPRS roaming is. Radio IDs. There's my call, or my radio ID is 314-7973. Here's all my talk groups. 3147 is Tennessee statewide. You got DMR Simplex. This goes on and on and on and on and on. I bought this radio secondhand, so it's got some other stuff in it that I would never use. Wisconsin statewide. I've never been to Wisconsin in my life. I use APRS on my GPRS and Android app. Yeah. Encryption. You have to be careful with encryption in amateur radio. It's actually not allowed. I guess that's assuming you were using a commercial application for it. But yeah, that's what my code plug looks like. I'm not the greatest with code plugs, but that's it. Boy, I'm just all over the place. Steven says he only uses DMR for Bob. Yep, good place to use it. And I can assure you guys, most of the time, if you key up 314742, Bob's going to talk to you. He's all the time listening to that frequency. It's his repeater, so he might as well. Soul says my last truck route had me going through Anderson, Tennessee for 3 years, so it was around Knoxville. Yep. He also says, and there's a YouTube short for you. I might cut this one and put it on there, just going through my code plug. That'd probably be some good content, probably draw some views. Soul also uses APRS on his GPS Android app. Okay. If they don't know who it is because it's encrypted, it's illegal. Yeah, that's another one of those gray area type things. So that's cool. Still 11 people in the chat. If you haven't got out there yet, show your face. Let us know who you are. Jump in here and say howdy. If you don't know who I am, I'm AA4WX, HamShackTV here on YouTube. I thank y'all for joining. I do want to let you know we do have a giveaway going on right now. We hit 1,000 subscribers in less than a month, and we hit that mark on Wednesday night, which I'm eternally grateful for you guys. And thank you for engaging and coming in and hanging out with me these last few nights here on the live stream. In order to be entered for the giveaway, you have to do two things. These both are requirements. One, you have to go down here and hit the subscribe button. Got to be subscribed to YouTube. Secondly, you need to go to Discord and join the Discord channel. Reason for that is because I will use Discord to connect with you, get your information. That way I can get you your radio when you win. Right now, somebody's going to walk away with this radio pretty daggum easy. I am doing the drawing on Thursday night, but the entries close Wednesday night. So you have to be a member of the Discord. And we're a long way off from everybody being entered. There are about 13. I'm not even going to touch that one. I'm not even going to touch that one. There are about 1,250 roughly subscribers on the YouTube channel now. Lost count. That's a good thing if I've lost count. But there are only like 42 Discord channel members. So right now, if you're a member of the Discord, you have a 1 in 43 chance of winning this radio. I'd like those odds to be a little bit more wider. No offense to anybody, but somebody's going to walk away easily with it. So let's do that. There are 2 rules though. 1, you have to be 18 or older, and 2, you have to be in the United States. I'm sorry, I can't afford to pay the international shipping. If you are international and do want me to ship it internationally, we'll need to talk and try to work out a way for me to ship it to you. So I can't do that on my dime. It'll cost too much. I'm not trying to be cheap. It's just the way it is. LOL hood. You have. So, all right, let me bring this to the light. Paul says, do you have it? We didn't have to send you feet pic? No, I don't want to see your feet. I don't want to see any part of your body. So let's just be clear about that. Steven says LOL. Larry says LOL. Larry says hooves. What do you think? Thank you, Colin. Down in the Discord or down in the chat there, Colin has his or has our Discord link in there. Appreciate that being there. Soul says Amazon won't ship it to their address. I don't know how that would work. I don't know. I don't know. Let me just put it to you this way. If somebody from outside the United States, and no offense to Colin, wants to win the radio, we might have to negotiate on the shipping part. I can't guarantee I'll ship it. And if it's any extra cost, I might have to look into that. Domestically, no problem. I'll take care of it. But we'll just have to see. Apple Watch is telling me my move goal is achieved. I don't know how I moved. I've been sitting in this chair for an hour and 43 minutes now. Larry says, I think that's for OnlyFans. Yeah, probably. Well, and whatever versions they may need might be an issue. That's true too. Actually, you know what? That is true. That is true. I don't want to be responsible for sending a radio to another country that radio is not legal in that country, so to speak. So yeah, let's do that. Let's do that. Let's keep it to United States only, please. Just to be sure. And that's another thing. I don't have this in the description of the rules, but I think it goes without saying. You must be an amateur radio operator. I'm not going to send a non-amateur radio operator a radio. I'll hold it for them. If it will happen to be a non-ham that want it, I will hold it for them. But I will not ship it to them until they have a license. Sorry. Too many corners. Not taking that chance. 1,230 subscribers right now. Colin says Australian radios are the same as U.S. countries. Okay. Yeah, 14 watching us live now. Thank you for being here. Thank you for subscribing. Thanks for watching, because frankly, you sitting here watching me right now do nothing is helping the channel. One of the big steps towards YouTube monetizing the channel is watch hours. And while we've got plenty of subscribers, we're desperately lacking in watch hours right now. So appreciate the folks being here for the watch hours tonight. 11:23. Unless we have a good conversation come up, I'm probably going to call it here in a few minutes. We got Charlotte's first soccer game in the morning. Steven says, we are not doing nothing. We are solving the world's problems. If I have anything to do with that, it'll probably be causing more problems for the world. It's like whoever that was earlier said, oh, it's FAFO saying Josh for president. I'm not getting into politics again. Nope. Not doing it. Steven says one ham at a time. Yep. So yeah, for those of you that don't know, I have ran for school board twice and lost twice. Once in Loudoun County, once in Blount County. Matter of fact, the Blount County race was earlier this year. So Colin says if the prize is from AliExpress, they send worldwide and usually free or not many money. Yeah, unfortunately, it's not coming from AliExpress. It'll be coming from Amazon. I've tried the AliExpress thing and got screwed royally by them. Not doing them again. Nope. Larry, I eat beans to help global warming. Sounds like a good stance to me. Well, you know what, though? I don't feel bad about sitting here not talking about much because you know what? If we all lived close by each other, we'd be sitting on 2 meters probably rag chewing. I mean, let's be honest about it. Might as well. Might as well. No, that ain't good. I feel like this music is quite urban. I'm not an urban person if y'all can't tell. So, all right. Y'all, I'm running out of energy and the live audience is trickling. So I'm going to go ahead and call it. Appreciate y'all and your support and everything. Continue sharing the channel, get it out there. Let's continue to make this thing grow. We've had some explosive growth in the past few days. You know what? Why not? Let me share the growth just so you all can see. There you go. This is where we started. This is where we are. So this is just showing the increase of viewers each day. So we've been busting records down. Yesterday we had 163 new subscribers. So it's been phenomenal growth. All right. So I'm going to call it. Appreciate y'all joining me. Don't forget to like and subscribe and favorite and all that good stuff, and join the Discord and all that good stuff, and shop my links down in the description for anything you might need. Thanks, everybody. We'll see you next time. 7-3. Says AA4 WXWSCB 693.